We are the tribe from the north, we're brave and we're bold. Defeating our rivals never gets old. Making our way to the Big Sky Conference. Watch out, 'cause here comes the silver and gold. Whoa, whoa. This is Tubbs at the Club for the Vandals of Idaho.
Hi, how are you guys doing? Obviously, hope you all are having a good Friday afternoon or evening or whenever you are watching or listening to this recap. Obviously, by the tone of my voice, the game didn't go the game didn't go our way. This sucks. But but yeah. Moving on. Ain't nothing like cracking a Montucky cold snack. An ultra refreshing light beer born in majestic Big Sky country. The best part is when you crack a snack, you're giving back. Montucky Cold Snack donates 8% of all profits back to local causes, even right here in Idaho, supporting all organizations like the CW Hogs and Idaho Food Bank. Yeehaw, that's freaking awesome. Montucky Cold Snacks, the light American lager for powwow rippers, gator wranglers, pony riders, and badass do-gooders. Visit MontuckyColdSnacks.com today to find out how to get ya ass some snacks. Moving along to Around the Bar, brought to you by Hughes River Expedition. Needing summer vacation plans that even COVID-19 can't ruin? There's an option right in your back door. Venture into the largest protected wilderness in the continental United States for the ultimate form of social distancing. Oh boy. Hughes River Expedition has fun, first-class trips on the rivers in the West since 1976. Enjoy a multi-day trip down the Middle Fork of the Salmon River Canyons, the Selway, or even special trips like the one to see Perside meteor shower. Camp on pristine beaches, hike amazing trails, spot elusive wildlife, soak in beautiful natural hot springs, take in the history along the river, and let HRE handle everything else. Hughes River Expeditions is Vandal owned and ready to take you on the vacation of a lifetime. Taking bookings now through the 2023 season. Don't miss out and check them out at hughesriver.com or give them a call at 800-262-1882. What are you waiting for? Find out what it's like to grab a paddle, catch dinner, and ride the bull all throughout the Gem State. Call them now at 800-262-1882. This game sucked. It was not good from start. It wasn't pretty. Idaho State was like Idaho State just felt like they were making every shot was going in for them the first quarter, and just the entire game really it felt like it. It was a bad performance by the team, and at some points it just seemed like Idaho State was just on a whim being able to do what they wanted, when they wanted, whenever they wanted to do it. It was Idaho State just kicked our asses today, and it's not the Idaho teams that I've watched for the past 9 years now. But yeah, Idaho State. Sorry to keep repeating myself a little bit here. It just was not a good game. They just beat us down. I think Brian asked one of these questions, yes, on the Wednesday night after the game, asked kind of what would have to happen for Idaho State to win, or what if Idaho State wins, what happens? And it was Idaho State controlled the temp, controlled everything, and played really great defense. The coaches for, make sure I get the name right just so I'm not looking at this wrong. Seton Sobleski and his staff they had the game plan to beat Idaho. And I know they've beaten us before, but they just played. Idaho State just played a complete game from wire to wire and could not do anything wrong that game. They were just the better team today. And I think I've said this on Twitter, like they just beat us today. They were able to control, they were able to keep everybody, they were able to keep the Cindy Gannies, Beyond Speeds, Gabby Harringtons, and Natalie Klinkers all in check today, holding them to 14.7 rebounds for Beyonce, Sydney to 10 points, Ellison to 3 points, Gabby to 8 points and 6 rebounds, which is okay, but not good. And Natalie to 4 points and only 8 rebounds. That is not what I've come to watch and know the women's team for. They just had a great game plan. I know, like, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can kind of see on the right hand side of the screen, on the little screen that I'm sharing, Idaho shot 27% from the field to Idaho State's 58%. Idaho State shot 41 from 3, to our 22. Like, they out rebounded us 38-33, which wasn't. It's close, but it didn't feel close, if that makes sense to whomever is watching right now. Idaho State was controlled everything, and I mean everything. And one more stat I should mention out that I kind of was I did not even notice this when I was watching, but it was kind of when I was kind of watching the stats going forward. It was, they beat us points in the paint 48-10, which is I know I'm Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows over here, Tubbs of the Club podcast, but it was terrible. There are obviously other words I could use to describe it, but I'm going to try and keep my language calm here. It just was not good. And today, I know with NAU and Montana State, Idaho was able to kind of keep it close and then pull away at the end. Or like with Montana State, they were able to flip on a switch at halftime and just go in. Idaho didn't have that. The team today just didn't have that spark plug player that they could come in and give Idaho like that jolt, or just come in and give that difference, be it maybe a change of pace for Idaho State that maybe they didn't think of. And I'm not going to point fingers, but I'm not going to put. Idaho was able to kind of weather the storm without having to play, was either weather the, it's called storm or whatnot, but Idaho was able to, weather the storm with missing Gina Haley for NAU and Montana State, but not having them starting or coming off the bench, and with Gina not starting and seeing Ellison playing, it just was you could tell the team was missing something. And I think having Gina and Haley in the team would have made it more of a compelling game. It was like, I'm not going to put the blame on them for not, stuff happens, and it's just wasn't what they are. Don't put the blame on them. Don't go tweeting anybody. But it was not Idaho just was missing something, and it looked like it just was not good at all today. It just was a bad team performance overall. And I know they do have something I've noticed is they do have a team they do have bad performances. They do have these kind of they will have a bad game from time to time. It just sucks that the steam kind of ran out and that just this things came apart at the conference final, which just sucks. And it sucks to lose to your in-state rivals. Yeah. It sucks, but the future is bright for them, and the future is bright for. And I agree, Chris. It was a tough way to go out, but still, I am very proud of this team right now. This season was what they played through was some weird circumstances, not having fans in a lot of the stands, not knowing week to week when your performances are not performances. Not knowing when, if and when your game's going to be coming, not knowing who you're going to have from week to week for the coach's standpoint. It was just a tough season overall, but they played through it. They completed it. They didn't give up, and they didn't just throw in the towel and give up and say, "Hey, screw it, we're out of here, we're done." They played through it, and they showed well for themselves this year. But let me just look at something. It was not a it was just not good. They don't go out and say this was the wheels are falling off kind of thing for the team, coaching, and the staff. The team's things are going to be bright for the future. But yeah, it was not this performance sucks, but I wouldn't look at it as the wheels are falling off. Nothing that stuff's hitting the fan. I wouldn't look at it like that. The future's still bright. They got players coming back. I know it sucks that I don't know if this is going to be the last time we see Nina Carlson, Gabby Harrington, Allison Kirby, or Natalie Klinker on the team on the court together or not. If it is, hats off to you. Thank you for everything you're done. Next round's on me if I ever see you at the corner club. But yeah, it's something to look. The future is still bright for them and this team going forward. Yeah. Sorry, kind of little pause skis right there. It just was not a good performance, but they still show that they've got a lot to fall for years to come. Close the bar. Thank you. Oh yeah, Chris. I'll talk about this next week when I do my own recap, probably. Closing the bar. Thank you to our Patreon subscribers. If you want to join, go to tubstheclub.com, patreon.com/tubstheclub. Thank you to all our Patreon subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all our recaps, football post-game reactions, men's, women's post-game shows, our weekly podcast episodes, or check out older interviews. And it's time for sadly, maybe for the last game recap of the year, for the best band in all the land to play us out with the beer song, Go Vandals.